What's the other software we could use?
XSplit.
We should start thinking about getting that.
D's pretty much ready to flip over to it because he's had a bad time.
Alright, first you were saying 13, now you're saying 14.
Always got to round up, baby.
Maybe it's good that they have to sit through another commercial for this.
No.
Oh my god. Oh, we're
Unless
live.
you use that ad blocker.
And you're drinking. I mean, this is going to be an interesting On Tap. Good evening, plebeians, and welcome once again to RCM On Tap, your weekly Friday night extravaganza 60-ish minute talk show where we go behind the scenes of RivalCast media to talk about the issues that are most pressing on our hearts. This week, joining us in fourth chair, Umamor!
Woo!
Woohoo!
And she has her details already.
There goes my hand. I can't cue my mic.
There you go.
And she's got that pimp feather.
Already
She's
messing
got that
up.
pimp feather.
Typical.
Yeah, totally. You can see it.
Joining me as always, Killer McCoy and the ever entertaining Biomed Alchemist. I, of course, am the Baroness. Umamor, welcome to On Tap.
Thanks for having me, finally. I'm sorry I couldn't make it the last time.
I know. We had a good time on Ladies' Night, but we did miss you, so I was talking with Vampy, we're going to have to do this again soon, so. Anyway. Well,
gives Killer and I a day off, so there's that.
Yes!
Yeah.
Paleo Master? I thought you were supposed to be at a wedding.
Oh!
He's in the
are there
chat,
secrets
but he
to
totally
reveal
ditched
live
us
and
because
on
he was
the
supposed to be
air?
on tonight with me.
Maybe
Are
he's
there...
at the wedding right now and logged in through his phone because I've been known to do that. I mean, I don't do that ever.
Lies men tell.
Like that.
Yeah, baby, I'm at a wedding.
I'm gonna be hearing that a lot tonight too.
I'm sorry, I was supposed to be at a wedding.
Wait, if you are at the wedding, then why are you on Twitch?
Oh,
yeah, he has a mobile
there's
phone,
like
maybe?
an investigation
I
going
do
down.
that
This
all
is
the
about to be on.
Actually,
You can
Light
chat
Circus
on the-
saying he is all alone, and Paleo Master says I am right. He is at the wedding, but he is logging in because obviously
He's like, yeah, whatever Baroness said. Yeah, that sounds like a good alibi.
People plan their Friday nights around us. That makes me kind of sad for them, but whatever.
Don't talk about
you
that.
people watching, just as a heads up, the IRC bot relay bot's down right now. So.
What? Oh, that explains. Well, I'm glad I have the Twitch stream up then too.
This hack's drunk again. He's drunk again.
Yeah, that must be it. No, he's had a crummy couple of weeks actually.
Yeah.
His projects.
I'm not gonna mess with hacks tonight.
When he pops
Especially when
into a
he's
channel
drunk.
and it's just like, I hate everyone except RCM right now. That's
He might have he might poke the bear and he'll start discussing why, American chocolate sucks.
Well.
Yeah, he may ruin more of your hopes and dreams. Just saying.
All I'm saying is when I got home from work today, I popped into IRC. And the conversation that I popped into, I wasn't there for the first part, but it was an immediate, no, this is what I was talking about. And then he's posting videos about why people who like pepperoni pizza are assholes. So
what?
I
Wait a second.
I'm not an asshole. Pepperoni pizza is my favorite pizza.
I'm taking it you didn't click that link then, Bio, because I'm assuming he was talking
I
to
didn't.
you first.
I didn't. And you know what? It's on, Hacks. It's on.
Alright, well, sorry I didn't mean to stir up more antagonism between the two of you.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Someone just texted me. Apparently, I'm now an actor. Apparently, Matt Riley was an actor known. Oh, by the way, fourth wall. Known for Zombie Town, Supernatural, and Breakout.
Jesus. No wonder we can't get a hold of you Saturday nights.
Holy shit! Apparently, he died.
Explains a couple of things.
How did he die December 31st? What the fuck? Now I'm sad.
Couldn't make it to another year, could he?
I'm dead, apparently.
No, Killer. I'm just saying. I didn't know what your actual name was until after December 31st this past year. Did you, like, kill the
Bullshit!
real-
You knew my name! Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Wait. Did you only know my first name?
It was
I like how you're just doing the head.
the first week of January that I had to get your mailing address.
That's right, because you had to send me cookies.
Mm-hmm. I'm a little...
Cookie.
Cookies.
You know, Black Matt, if that is in fact your real name.
Black man.
Why'd you have to say it like that? That's messed up. That's messed up.
That's his name!
If he's gonna be Black Man, he needs the pirate hat.
Well,
No.
well, because the other one is Alpha
No.
Matt, so there's that. Just saying. Alright. So, Umamor, I think I still managed to screw up all the questions. Yeah,
That's
well,
okay.
plebeians, there we go. But let me see if my icebreaker screen is ready. No, that's definitely not. Carl's going to be on next week. Let's just edit that real quick, because reasons. What this is supposed to say is, how did you get
Your name.
your name?
Dun dun dun. That better be entertaining.
It's not entertaining at all.
God damn it.
My mother named it.
Your mother gave
Oh,
you your gamer
okay.
That's hysterical.
Okay,
Yes,
this
have
tell the
possibilities.
story.
This is one of those stories where it's just like, it's not boring, but I got it when I was dodging bullets in the middle of the Middle East. I was stuck in Baghdad with explosions all around me.
Oh my god,
No,
This
my
is
my
a
real
real
name
boring
is not
story.
Carl Leiser. My real name is much more weird. Well,
think it's Carl.
Umamor comes from my World of Warcraft character, which I made in 2007, which seems like a really long time ago.
8 years.
Because it's been almost 10 years. Just give it a little bit of time.
Bio, I just want to remind you that I finished my undergraduate in 2006, so... Continue.
What's that got to do with anything?
It's so long ago!
Hey. The guest is trying to speak.
I'm sorry.
Let the guest speak.
Okay.
We ended up making a blood elf because I didn't want to be... I mean, I wanted to be a night elf, but I wanted to be a blood elf because, oh my god, reasons. I even went to Nebraska that year, and I came home with the Burning Crusade expansion set. Not because... Well, I mean, the reason was I wanted to give it to my mom, but the real reason was because it was like $20, and I wanted it.
Nebraska? What
So-
would compel anyone to go to Nebraska?
I
Yeah,
was
Nebraska's
flown
even a real
out there
place.
with my sister on unaccompanied minor flight to see my family and grandparents or whatever. And there was this, like, really backwater gaming store, and I found it in there. And it went from, like, $49.99 to $29.99 within a couple days. So I'm like, oh, I'm bringing this back. So anyway, we installed it, and I created a character. Of course, my mom's there because I was a bit young. And it goes to, well, what are we going to name her? So my mom types in UMA, like Uma Thurman. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I do like Uma Thurman. And then I named the second half of the name, so I just like slammed my hand on the keyboard, and the first two letters I type, I just like let my fingers type whatever. It's like they twitched. They had a seizure, and MOR came up, so that's how Umamor got made.
And the rest is history.
That's
And the
what I
rest
always
is
say when I
history.
make a bad tweet.
Which is,
Spazzing out on the
interesting
keyboard. My bad,
because-
guys.
I come up with so many different names for different characters for stories I write, and yet I have Umamor.
Wait. You write stories?
Oh
And
yeah,
you're not writing for the website?
I don't have time. I barely have time to write my stories. I mean, I have sketches too, and I have maps and storylines, and they go super in depth. I mean, I could show you sometime.
What about the
It takes
legends of
about-
Lord Duncan McDonald?
Oh yeah, Lord Duncan MacDonald. I've been meaning to write another episode for that, but I just have not had. I can actually do that on my overnight tonight, since the Vikings will be asleep.
It's like hearing over dispatch, like, there is a bear mauling the students, and you're like, busy writing Lord Duncan McDonald.
Oh,
right
that'd
now.
be a
You're gonna
great
have to call
idea.
someone
Add a
else.
bear.
Oh, that would be glorious.
Well,
actually.
yeah.
I'd be okay with that.
Well then.
There's someone going like, "Will someone please think of the children?" And she's just like, "Nope, writing about Lord Duncan MacDonald."
Ooh, maybe the bear should
Pretty
eat the
much.
children. That'd be thinking of the children.
That would be
But
something I would
Lord
read
Duncan
for it.
MacDonald's all about dragons.
Dragons that ride bears.
Bears
With
that ride
lasers.
dragons. With lasers. Yeah. It is a time traveling series. It's like the second version of my time traveling story, which if I tried to explain the actual plot line for the time traveling story as it is now, I think it would take close to 3.5, 4 hours. I actually timed this one time when I was at work at 8 o'clock in the morning with my partner, and I explained the time traveling story. By the time I was done, it had been like a couple hours, and I was quite hoarse from just talking.
imagining it's like Al Gore during the 2000 debates, where it's just like, get it over with. Come on, W, finish what you're saying.
Well, because there are so many plot lines and subplots and,
You
stuff.
understand, they are not just
What are you
dragons, they
snickering
are
about, Killer?
bear
I'm
dragons. Dum dum dum.
I like how Bio equated Umamor to being, George W.
Thanks.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah,
Should I be
got it.
offended?
I was thinking of the Al Gore
I think you
part.
should be.
Okay, well, that's awkward.
Are you done lighting matches
I don't
there?
think... Was I even alive during... I was alive during it, but I was, like, really young when that happened, so...
Wow.
Almighty. Oh, God, I feel old now.
I know.
Oh.
See, I was in
Oh.
civics class that year, and they made us do the whole, like, tally up the votes, and I had to stay up all night for an election that wasn't won until, like, the next year, practically. I mean, just like, are you kidding me? I just want to finish my civics report. Who won the election?
Did your teacher
I
at least
didn't have
give you
to-
an extension because it wasn't?
No, well, he was just like, don't worry about it. Like, the next day, everybody was complaining about it, and he was just like, yeah, no, don't worry about it. Just turn it in as you have it.
Turn it as you have it. That's what she
I
said.
didn't really have to start paying attention to elections until... What was it, the
She's saying
first
something, but I
time
can't hear her.
Obama ran? Can you guys not hear me?
No,
you do?
we can hear you.
Son of a bitch.
It's just Killer.
That's just me, sorry.
Killer's muting people.
Well, I mean,
I hit a
we had to
button.
do a report on it. I didn't want to do a
Mhm.
report on it, but... And I hated politics after that. I still hate politics. But I've actually
Yeah,
been
same.
interested in the last year or so, which is amazing for me, because it's a complete turnaround, a complete 180, because I absolutely hated politics.
I'm just saying, South Park was right. Elect a rabbit. It'll just sit there on the throne and do nothing. And we can all sort our own problems for ourselves.
I like this plan, let's do it.
I like this too.
What they need to do,
Oh, shit.
especially with the amount of...
Killer,
What?
that means that we have a viable opponent for the 2020 elections.
Oh, god damn it.
We need to have an ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny between all of the candidates.
That would be kind
Well,
of entertaining,
at
I will
least-
admit.
In that case, since Killer's on my ticket, shit, we're good. Bring it, rabbits! Bring it!
You know what I could do?
No, she's talking like the current.
Well, yeah, that
Yeah.
would make more sense.
Both! Both! We could have two ultimate showdowns of ultimate destinies.
It would
Forgot
certainly
about
make the election season a hell of a lot more interesting. You really want to be president? Well, you can get yourself in the race.
You have to
now,
do-
the
oh.
loser dies.
No,
So-
no, even better.
Even better.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game tournament.
With
yeah,
moderator
where the
Lord Duncan
loser's like
MacDonald.
soul gets locked away or something. I forgot.
What?
Isn't that how the show kind of did it? It was always like the fate of the world depended on this
Wow.
last draw or something.
You
It'd
fool!
be
You
like,
activated my trap card! Ha ha!
oh,
Bio.
oh no! What?
I'm thinking we need to take the sugar away from you,
I've not had sugar.
Yeah, root beer.
which has sugar in it, does it not?
This one has actually quite a minimal. It's like hipster stuff.
Hipster
I
stuff.
I know, it's the only good stuff they have around
dive
here,
into the hat. Go into the hat. Go into the hat. We're failing here.
Yeah, we gotta draw the hat out.
Draw the hat.
See, the viewers were all excited because they actually saw Bio with a beer bottle on the show where we're essentially sitting around a bar. And he doesn't even have sugar in the root beer. I mean, I was okay with it just being root beer.
Well, it has some. I said it's like it's
you
different.
ruined it.
You're drinking healthy root beer.
It's hipster beer. Root beer.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Break
Like I
out
said, it's the
beret.
only good root beer.
No, it's not even the beret
Okay.
now. It's
After-
something
It's
else.
got like raw
After the
cane
first
It's
sugar
like a
in
Magic
it.
genie.
Hat question, we'll take a pause so that Bio can read his angry, angsty poetry to us.
I think I've ever written. No.
I
That's
am
being
amusing
a rat.
myself in the camera with my helmet.
All right, Umamor, you are the guest. So if you would want to reach to your right, no, that's you're right.
I like that you have to use the other
Thank you.
arm.
Okay, I got it. Thank you. All right. So the first question from the Magic Hat: how would you like the world to end? This actually came from a Cards Against Humanity question, if I remember.
How would I
Oh,
like
dear.
the world to end? How would I like the world to end?
Yes.
It's a legit question.
I
feel
want
like
to
we've
be
answered this
supreme
type of question.
overlord with
Slave driver.
genetically engineered cats that function as riding mounts. So instead of a horse, I can
So
ride a
that'd be
tiger.
big.
And then
Tiger is awesome.
everything else would be delegated to Lord Duncan MacDonald.
The fire-breathing commander-in-chief. I like that.
Yeah, pretty much. But I'm the real brains behind everything. I pull the strings. I will be the
You're
the
the power
Illuminati.
behind the throne.
Yes, I am.
I know how that goes, actually.
Wow.
Would there be a game of these thrones?
Perhaps.
Wiener,
Oh my
little
Winner,
wiener,
winner, wiener.
one wiener
Time out, time out,
next
time out.
to
Hold on,
another wiener.
Bio, killer.
Yes.
We are now no longer having staff meetings.
We're not having staff meetings.
No. Thursday nights, in the Senate room, shall be held the weekly Game of Thrones.
Oh, God.
So then you have to have sub-channels for people to like meet
Yes.
and backstab each other.
Yes.
You'd have to have. Oh wait, I'm making it now. I'm making a
Do it.
sub-channel.
The
called the Garden of
Garden
Betrayal.
of Betrayal.
Yes.
This is
Et tu,
glorious.
Brute?
Alright.
This is
Baroness, how will the
glorious.
world end for you?
This
how
is
should
gonna
the-
be the part where Varyar tunes in and he's like, "What the fuck are they doing?"
He'd get the reference, though.
Yes, I know
but-
he would. I know he
but-
would.
How will the
would-
world end?
How would the world end for me? This could just be the Sudafed talking, but I'm just seeing mounds of molten cheese and a very, very horrific pizza making accident.
Really?
Really,
Really?
really.
Is the cheese mozzarella?
I think it's
That's a good
blend.
point. Oh.
It's a blend of mozzarella
Damn.
and provolone.
Oh, okay. I'm not complaining anymore. I'll eat most of it.
Most of it.
All right,
I
Dylan,
like mozzarella and
if you're
provolone.
so good at making the world end, how would yours end?
What the hell?
What?
What the hell happened there?
Oh, to make the channel, I had to
Oh.
get kicked from here. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's the way TeamSpeak works.
Moving on. Anyway,
Yep.
how would I have the world end?
Since you're so much more creative than my molten cheese.
Well, I have two
I like
thoughts.
Baron's answer.
How'd the Baron go?
Baron
With an
said-
orgy.
Well,
Hey,
if
go
it's
big or
the
go
new
home, big boy.
No, I'm just okay. All right.
Wait.
If you want me to justify my answer, have you heard of the Great Molasses Catastrophe? I think it was in Boston, where they actually it was like a molasses factory, and there was an explosion, and a whole tidal wave of molten molasses just
Oh,
wiped
yeah,
out
I've
the
heard of
town
that.
and killed people. Think about
Yeah.
that, but with cheese. That's what I'm saying. Something to make the rest.
That'd be horrifying. Because
Yeah.
that stuff can get kind of molten hot.
Uh-huh.
It would-
just
it would
think
be
of the
like,
blisters
yeah.
on the roof of your mouth when you've bit into a slice too soon. Now imagine that entire fucking thing just overtaking your body. Horrifying. and yet strangely entertaining. All right. Sorry, continue, Killer. How would the
No,
world end?
I just read something that Baron says, oh, the Browns winning the Super Bowl. And I started thinking, you know what? I could work with this. What happened if a giant asteroid were to fly to Earth? The Browns are at the Super Bowl. They throw the winning pass. They score the touchdown. Then the asteroid hits right on the stadium.
No.
No, that's when the
Close.
Cubs win the World Series.
You're close,
They've already
Killer.
won it.
You're close. Because it's the Cleveland Browns, here's how this would go down. All right? The Browns have made it to the Super Bowl. It's amazing. The entire city of Cleveland, all of Ohio is just in shock and awe and joy. It's the closing minutes. They've got the lead. They go to throw what will seal the winning touchdown. And while the ball's in the air, with quarterback number 327 since they've come back in the 99 season.
Wow.
He just lets go of the ball. The ball is mid-air, and just before the receiver can make the catch, that's when the fucking asteroid hits. Because that's
sounds
how
like the
things
plot
roll
line to Dragon
around
to the
here.
Because you
Cuyahoga.
can't
You know
have it
it's
that
true.
way.
Because exactly, because Cleveland can't have that. Oh. Anyway, Baron says if the Browns win, no one around here would care if the world ended because we'd be expecting it.
every Cleveland Browns fan is just looking up, like,
Waiting for it.
yeah, just like
Waiting for it.
wait for it.
All right.
All right, that was the joke. Here's how I want the world to end. I want the battle of heaven and earth to actually happen. But heaven and hell, their forces aren't really supernatural. They're, they're stronger than your typical human, but they don't have the technology that humanity has right now. So basically, there's going to be a three-way fight on Earth between heaven, earth, and hell. That's how I want the world to end.
I'm sorry, as soon as you hit the point where heaven and hell weren't supernatural, my thoughts immediately went to, okay, so Vladimir Putin's on one side, and I think you know which one I'm going with there, and Morgan Freeman's on the other side. When they start butting heads, humanity is doomed. All right.
Doomed!
Wow.
All right.
Bio, how's the world end?
Not with a bang, but a whimper. Boom!
I was just about to say that.
Too bad.
I've been
And
thinking that
you
all
know
night.
What card it came from now. Good job. Good job. I'm kind of imagining Bio's world to end with just like happy, fluffy bunnies. Like everyone's like it's a sunny day all over the world, and there's
Nope.
lush green fields, and people are just like world peace has been achieved, and they're just all frolicking about and listening to good music and not that crap that the kids listen to nowadays. And then all of a sudden, Bunzilla shows up.
Bunzilla.
Boom! 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 Boom!
What
No.
kind of noise was that?
That was him eating the carrot because, Bunzilla's in a good mood. He just happens to be this massive,
And
Godzilla-sized rabbit. And he just takes out everybody with his love.
it just happens to be, that big tower in Dubai that's like almost the tallest in the world.
Oh my god, Baron.
Actually, now I was actually assuming Bio would say God's an IT technician, and the Earth is like a router. He has to restart. So when he restarts it,
It's like,
he restarts it, all the settings go back to the default. So everything that's ever
Okay.
happened is
yeah, you just
wiped
have to
out.
do like a full reset. Just back up. Nope, world's done. Nope.
Got to reset.
Oh, and that would go all meta because then it'd be like the universe is one router in
Mhm.
like the internet of the multiverse.
Yeah.
All these routers are like sending packets back and forth. Take that, physicists. Universes can interact with each other because they're routers.
Kind of goes along with my theory of how the multiverse works, but anyway.
All right then. Next question.
Bio, it's your turn. Up and to the right. Yep. Nope.
Yep.
See, mine says left here, so there you go. Okay, yeah.
Got it?
Yeah,
I got it.
yeah. I didn't even try
Good
this time.
way to destroy the magic there, Bio.
Yeah, well, that's what I do. That's what I do.
You try. That's all it does.
The Earth, Baron in the chat, the Earth posts a mean tweet about Mars and all hell breaks loose. It's like, oh no, you didn't, or Pluto finally gets the tweet that it's not a planet anymore, and it just starts like headed straight for Earth.
I saw in a funny picture. It's like, cameras have like 40 miles to your diameter. It was a picture of Pluto.
Oh God.
Anyway.
That could be it. The asteroid that takes out Earth in all those disaster films, it's not really an asteroid. It's Pluto, and Pluto's pissed.
And the physicist just like...
I sent you my heart!
And just to add insult to injury, like Neil deGrasse Tyson's just sitting there like, this thing's barely an asteroid. It's still like,
that's why I live right in his house. Alright.
Oh my
Next
goodness.
question.
So the question that Bio pulled from the hat, what's the most inappropriate present you've ever received?
What? I think we've had this one before.
I don't remember.
Because I've never had one, and I think Killer said he's never had one.
Umamor, have you ever had
I've never had one. No.
Really?
Am I
Are
the
you
only
sure?
person here who has ever received inappropriate presents? Chat!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Redraw.
Right, I'm certain that somebody in chat has received inappropriate presents, and I'm probably going to regret putting this out to them, but I need help here.
I mean, unless you count the calculator I got when I was in kindergarten, and we didn't use calculators until we were in the 8th grade because we were doing trigonometry.
That's setting you on the path to success in the future.
That's why I said I never had one.
Are you sure? You never had,
My first typewriter
inappropriate
was given to me at Christmas the year I was 4. That should tell you something.
Wow.
That's not inappropriate. That's setting the stage for future success, my friends.
Setting the stage.
It's amazing. I've received inappropriate presents.
I bet you have.
I have.
Ever since you've known Baron.
I'd like for Sarah to elaborate on that. He just said in the chat that you get a lot of odd gifts when you get married. Is that true?
Exactly, and that's where my inappropriate present comes from. So, Seo, you can elaborate. Everyone else can also answer the damn question.
Shout out? What do you mean, Spooner 191? Shout out? Can you melt steel beams? Because I bet you can't.
That would be amazing.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just putting that accusation out there. I bet Spooner 191 cannot melt steel beams. There's your shout out. You know.
Seo writes, anytime...
I suddenly don't like where this is going, says Baron.
Seo writes, anytime you get the art of sex as a gift, it's inappropriate. I would have to agree with you there.
Really? Really?
Or is it amazing?
How is it inappropriate?
If you're getting it as a gift for your wedding, obviously your future, spouse is not the one getting you the present. It's somebody else, right?
True. Yeah.
Why are they thinking about your sex life? I'm just
maybe to make
feel sorry for you.
Because everyone is compelled to feel nosy about that kind of thing.
Well, maybe they want to make sure you're happy and everything, because that could be a very stressful thing for some couples.
Hashtag lies men tell. Yeah, just for... We were talking about it before the show, but there's a hashtag that was trending on Twitter earlier, and it's mainly parody stuff. I think some people were serious, but they tried to spin up this thing called Lies Men Tell as a gender thing or whatever, and a lot of people hijacked it, started saying stupid stuff, and it was hilarious. So check that out on Twitter.
They've been laughing about it all night.
Yes, we have. Yes, we have. Next question.
Next question. Yes.
All right, Killer. I'm just gonna drop the hat down there.
And here you go.
All right, thank you. What's your least favorite word? And yes, podcast listeners, that is dead silence while everyone's sitting there thinking.
What was the question again? I was interacting with chat here, so...
What is your least favorite word?
I don't necessarily have one, now that I think of it. I mean, for a while there, when I was in college, random was used by everything. Now it seems like literally is taking the place of that. So if somebody were like, that's so literally random.
Literally has literally taken the place of everything. Oh wait, that was used appropriately, sorry.
Yeah. Instead
I'm
of
literally
like,
going to gouge my eye out over
I
this.
literally had to like run all the way across town. No, you didn't. I saw you driving. Like you ran a block.
Wacky.
Social media. I
Social
hate it.
media?
Yes,
The
I hate
word.
it.
The word
Do you
Yes.
hate social media or do you hate the word social media?
Both.
But what about viral? Like it's gone viral, killer. It's totally gone viral.
I don't.
That's like,
That's
viral
kind
has
of-
a different meaning. It either
that's-
means, computers are getting infected across the global network.
No. Viral
Or,
can describe a sequence of it spreading very quickly like a virus would.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I don't mind viral.
I see it as something, something you don't want spreading very quickly. Myself,
Ooh,
but
Sam doesn't like... So he's changed it to word pairing because he hates
That's
when
fine.
people say hot mess.
Really? How do you not like hot mess?
Totally a hot mess right now.
Tree says bitch is my least favorite word. Okay.
Paleo Master says moist is his least favorite
See,
word.
that-
What?
that
I can
comes
understand
up a lot.
that's
For
actually
moist.
true.
That actually comes up a lot because I was talking with Porn Eliminator earlier too, and that is her least favorite word. Is
Yeah, there was
moist.
Porn
someone-
Eliminator? What?
Yeah. My
Yeah,
my
there's a
former
story behind
partner.
that. It's one of her coworkers.
Yeah.
So
One of the people we were up against in the Operation Supply Drop tournament, the people we took down in the championship, because we won. Awesome. Anyway, one of them came into our channel while we were streaming and said, if you raid this channel and say moist, he'll just like totally rage out because he hates that word. I don't think we did. I don't think we fell for the bait, but still,
No.
I think maybe one person went in there and was like, "Herp dirt moist," and that was it. He didn't even notice it. So.
Yeah,
Probably.
apparently
Oh, Baron, that's a good one. People saying I'm nauseous instead of I'm nauseated.
yeah.
That I could see that.
Yeah.
Nauseous technically is not a word, people. Just saying.
didn't know that.
Bubble
Really?
burst.
It's not a word.
Okay,
Proper term
now
is
I know.
nauseated.
Thank you. What's a word
I
you
know,
don't like?
it just blew your mind, didn't it?
No, not really.
No,
I mean,
I can see
nauseous
it's
is technically.
not
I mean,
a word, really?
you'll find it in the dictionaries, but nauseated is technically the correct term.
Okay, because I'm going to say, I've seen nauseous in...
I'm sure
The
it's there,
dictionary.
but it's the same. I mean, think of it this way, Umamor. The dictionary has like yellow swag wagon in it now, so does it
Wow.
really count anymore? Does it really
Yellow
count?
swag wagon.
No.
No.
No,
Oh,
wait,
that's
it's...
a good
wait.
point.
Okay, let's look up swag. If swag is in the dictionary, then the dictionary doesn't count anymore.
It's in the dictionary.
Okay,
Oh,
so Baron
God.
says nauseous is something you see, and then nauseated is what you feel. That's his definition.
I have never heard it like that. And when I was younger, I used to use the word nauseated, and I would be corrected by teachers, and this was back in elementary school, as, no, the word is nauseous.
see, it was
I
the
would use
reverse.
nauseated.
It was the reverse for us, because we would say, I feel nauseous, and the teachers would all be all like, that's not a word, go ahead, try to type it in your computer, it'll just be wrong all the time, because it's not real.
Webster.
Well, this is
Well,
Look it
yeah, I mean,
up.
there was that
Hashtag.
age difference, though. I mean,
But-
I didn't go to school that too long ago.
It was only on the
Oh,
Fairness,
I have one. I have a legit word pairing I can come up with now, and Seo inspired me with it because he says, "I hate geek not because I don't like geeks, but because people use it over everything."
That's true.
Geek culture. I
is
despise
true.
the term because I've never found all the people I kind of meet, especially kind of the younger generation of geeks. They're into stuff I'm not into at all, and they're like, "But this is geek culture." I'm like, "No, it's not. It's stuff that you guys have in common. Not because if you have something in common, that doesn't guarantee make it culture. And then, that defines what everybody, all geeks have to like Game of Thrones, or you're just not really a geek, or we have
Winner,
nothing to talk about."
winner,
And it's like,
winner,
no,
winner.
that's just you being a cliquish punk is what it is.
Wow. Tell us how you
Swig
really
right
feel
after
there.
that is just
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah. I'm getting inspired by Baron. Just like there's the rage, and I just have to finish it up, have to follow it up.
Well, it's better to let it out than to be a little volcano, as I've
Just
said
happens.
before.
Just happens.
Just happens.
Umi, did you give us a word that you hate most?
I didn't, but I had an interesting imagination when you said that certain phrase, but I'm not going to elaborate on that. No, my least favorite word pairing would probably be politically correct, and least favorite word, at least in the context of gaming, would be rape. I don't know whether it's my generation or whether I'm a female, but I just have no tolerance for that type of language when I'm playing with people. Probably because also I've had personal experiences where I've known people who have gone through violence in their lives among that type. So it's more of a personal factor to me. But I just can't stand for. And if somebody does use that, I will correct them, and I guess I'm being politically correct then. So there goes my
How dare you? How dare?
There goes
so
that.
what was the word
anyway,
again? I'm not trying to bait you. I'm just.
But those two things just tick me off.
I have to admit that reminds me of like a bit joke that from Dan Cook, like one of the worst comedians ever. But
It's true.
He was funny at moments. But he had a real funny bit about the word when gamers use the word rape. It's like I'm talking about in video games. Like, have you ever been, raped by a plasma sword in Halo? Yeah, that's what rape's like. Getting pwned by someone with a plasma sword. Like, oh my god. Okay, yeah, I can see your point. It's really, really stupid how people do it that way. So.
Is that a box of matches?
It is.
She keeps lighting them. She's just trying to light the house on fire.
No.
Baron, I'm just saying, if you're not home yet, I think he is, but you may not have a house to come home to soon. Just saying. No, Baron was trying to bait me earlier. Not very geek culture of you to hold back bio. Well, I'm not going to pull like you. How's Ben Affleck doing, by the way?
Oh,
shit. Damn it, bio, you made me drop matches all over the floor.
Now he's triggered.
Now we're going to burn the house down. Wow, even I don't go that low.
He's going to somehow take over the stream and go on like a 30-minute rant. It's going to be amazing.
No, he's going to run down to our Baroness's, steal her headset, and just start screaming at you.
Alright, precedent
In
has
which
already
case,
been
I think
set
Toad will have to
on
join
that.
in.
Yeah, precedent's already been set there.
No, he's already replied with, "That's so geek culture to mention Ben Affleck."
Jeez.
Oh my. Alright, moving along.
Next question.
Moving along.
I really like this hat.
Seriously,
I like it
geek
much better
culture's
than the helmet.
Yeah, your pictures on the social media were actually very nice.
So we're going to
don't
use
say
each
that
other's
word.
words now all the time? Is that how this is going to happen?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't think we should use words.
Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
Alright, so this is the one that I pulled. It's a scenario question.
Uh-oh.
So your house is on fire. And because it's RCM, no one is making any attempt to put it out. That's...
Oh, that's...
Uh-oh.
Alright.
Good one, Umamor! There you go.
What?
I have no idea.
Oh no! It's happening! It's happening! Uh-oh.
Hey, that wasn't my fault. I just said that's what I thought he was gonna do, okay?
Hi guys, I'm Ben Affleck. I'm like I'm the best actor of all time. Ben Affleck.
God,
wait, oh. All I gotta say, Baron, is Ben Affleck, writer, director, Dreamweaver.
He can't hear a word you're saying.
That's probably a good thing,
Oh, Calvin's crying now. Good one, Bio. You made the baby Calvin cry.
The baby Calvin?
Yes, the baby
Like Calvin
You
have
to
a
be
clone?
where I am for them to see you.
Oh, and Calvin's the one I actually like.
Kitty! It's
Yeah,
magic.
I hope that makes you feel bad.
Not really.
Not really.
I got over it. It's part of geek culture.
Oh my goodness. Now, Bio, you have to be politically correct about this.
Oh god. Alright, anyway.
What was the question?
So, I didn't even get to ask the question yet.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I
That's
know
what I'm
there's a
asking.
fire and it wasn't put out.
Alright, so your house is on fire, and because it's RCM, no one is making any attempt whatsoever to put it out. You have just enough time to save one thing. What is it? Assume all people and animals are out.
Okay, so all people and animals are out.
Yes. The animals know that we're retarded, so they first sign of smoke,
already
they were
like,
like,
Hey,
nope,
God,
I
out
don't
of
like
here.
that word. I don't like the word retarded. That's just
Triggered.
retarded.
Triggered.
I've heard people use that argument before, Killer.
Yeah, I know.
It makes
I
me
know.
so sad inside.
I know.
Oh god, why did you trigger me so?
Triggered.
Oh god.
What would I take with me?
I already know what I'm taking with me.
What would you take with you, Killer?
I take my rifle.
You're taking your guns.
I was gonna say
I'm
your
taking-
gunpowder so it doesn't go boom faster.
Not my rifle. Not my rifle. Oh, see what Lyserg put in the chat? Killer dies.
Oh. Well, that's how it happened.
I guess because you're not people and he chooses not to
No,
take you.
no, it's because everybody left the burning house except Bio, and no one wanted to go back in to put the fire out until they realized that Bio stupidly had gone back inside the burning house, up to the bedroom next to
Or
where the
bravely.
fire was, and went to sleep. So Killer,
That was
being the
amazing
good friend
sauce.
that he was, goes charging in to try and save the day, along with Vampy. Vampy caught on fire. Killer throws her on the ground to put out the fire, catches on fire himself, and then, because of lag, I couldn't save Killer in time, and he died. And then, to add insult to injury, so the fire's out because Killer saved the day and died in the process. RCM goes back to the house and are bitching because Killer's tombstone is in the middle of the hallway and they have to walk around.
That's true.
Are we
Really,
sure Killer dies? Is this
House
the point where I
of
say that
RivalCast
I'm a trained emergency medical responder?
Really, Killer? How inconsiderate could you be parking your remains right there in front of the door?
What can I say? I don't give a fuck.
There you go. It's true.
No,
You see, what you don't understand is I was testing out, I was doing an experiment on if the Dragon Balls were real, because I knew you guys would find all 7 of them, put them together, bring out the Eternal Dragon, and bring me back. So yeah.
I also want it noted that, because I did play out the rest of that thing, I didn't save it.
Yeah,
because
that
I
was
didn't want
pretty
Killer
funny.
to be dead forever. But for the remainder of that playtime, Bio and Baroness were the only ones to go and mourn for Killer. So...
It's like, Killer, you weren't supposed to come back inside. You're supposed to find the Dragon Balls!
Phrasing.
Yeah, indeed. Giggity.
Somehow Lord Duck
No,
McDonald
what
is
I would-
involved.
What I would take with me is I have a basically network attached storage. It's called a Drobo,
Mm-hmm.
and I would take that because it has all the important documents scanned on it and all that. More than likely. And then the other stuff that's important is already in a fireproof thing, so that's good to go.
Unless somebody, is able to melt steel beams, in which case your firebox
Which is not jet fuel, and you know why jet fuel cannot melt steel beams? Let me tell you why
No.
jet fuel cannot melt steel
No.
beams. Jet fuel went to college, and instead of studying chemistry like jet fuel's parents wanted, it went and got a major in gender studies.
Umamor, what did you take with you?
Spew alert!
hate you guys so much.
You should. Umamor, what would you take?
I would take my writing portfolio because it is huge and it
That's what she
has
said.
literally. But not to you.
Oh, that doesn't make any sense.
Actually, I think that was a compliment in a roundabout way, and I don't think she meant it as such, but...
Da-da.
That's what she said, but not to you. Anyway, no, I would take my writing portfolio because it has literally all of my brainstorming, all of my character sketches, all of my plot lines, and every single revision I've ever made to any of my stories, going all the way back to, oh goodness, from when I was like 9, 10, when I started. And besides that, I would take the box of memorabilia I have of my family.
You only take one.
I would put the writing portfolio in the box, and I take the box.
Well, okay. I'll accept that.
Cheating.
It's interesting because
cheating.
I've like always lost anything I've written. Like there was something I wrote in creative writing in college, and yeah, can't find it. Don't know where it is. It's on a flash drive. That drive is new.
I don't even know where my writing portfolio is, actually.
I know where mine
It may
is.
already be gone.
Yeah, sure. We
I'm
already know.
sort of, here. And
What you catch up in flames?
back
Quasar.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't,
Find my
because I have a lot of matches here.
slave.
Can you go find my writing portfolio? It's like a giant black binder. Okay, I'm glad you know what it is. As he says in a very defeated tone.
There are.
As it stands, I wouldn't even need to take it because I backed everything up onto my external hard drive a long time ago, so I just grab that and go.
Right.
Actually, I think there's a copy of it on the laptop right now, too, so I could do either one.
I have one of my stories uploaded to, the Microsoft Word 2013, and I will edit it from different computers, but I try to avoid putting different stories on like Google Drive or Microsoft Cloud because I don't want it to ever get hacked into and stolen because I put a lot
I'll
of
have
work.
you know that cloud computing is 100% safe and nothing will ever be compromised from it.
Well,
Just ask Jennifer
only
Lawrence.
reason I have it up there is because it's just so gangly and, torn apart. And the plot lines make sense to a point, but add a very basic skeletal structure. I gotta add so many people to it because I wrote the story and finished the story when I was in 6th grade. And rereading some of it, I actually was really, if not extremely advanced in writing, at that point. Because I reread some of it a few months ago. I'm like, wow, this is actually good stuff for, being 12 when I wrote this. So I'm trying to save some of that, but, I went through the rest of elementary school and high school, and there's so much I have to add. So many teachers, so many different students, so many different scenarios, and then Rahm Emanuel took over all of the public schools and started closing them down and opened up charter schools, and that kind of fits in with the kind of school that it is. But it's supposed to take place in 2007, but I still have a lot of work to do, and that's
Did you say
the only reason why
ramen
it's
noodles
uploaded.
took over all the schools? Because that's what I heard. I was just like, go on.
No.
This is getting
Ronald
weird.
McDonald. That's what she was talking about.
Oh,
Ronald
I was
McDonald.
Rahm Emanuel, the current mayor of Chicago, which is where I'm from.
Right. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have a similar... Well, when I was in 6th grade, I was assigned to some college kid who dropped by once or twice a week, and we went over creative writing stuff, and I can't even find that anymore. Baroness, did you see the chat asking you to keep your matches away from your stuff? They're like really concerned that you're going to burn everything down.
I get a laugh. She's gonna start.
Lyser
Oh
just saying,
shit!
you know what you have
Except
to do
Lyser,
now. Burn the house down. Burn it anyway.
He kind of worried. Baroness has gone like pyro on us. She's just like, I like to watch the flame just to see how far it can get to my fingers before I have to let go of it, man.
Quasar just came over and he looked at me with this exasperated and annoyed look on his face, like, where is it? I don't know, that's why I'm having you look for it.
Wow.
Wow,
You-
seriously? She was just like, look, listen,
We
you've
should-
got to get your moneymaker going and find me that portfolio.
Apparently her... Never mind, I was gonna go...
Sam, don't-
Mama's
really
not
bad.
paying you just to look pretty, okay?
Uh-oh.
The binders,
Uh-oh.
the binders are all the way over there, Sam. Don't worry.
I guess then we have time for another question then.
We do.
Yep.
We have time, I think, for
Drop that
one
question.
more question, unless it's a sucky question, in which case we might have time for 2.
That's what she said.
Bio.
But again, not to you.
What do I have to draw it
God
again? I already
damn it,
drew one.
woman.
It's Umamor's
Everybody's
turn to
drawn
draw
one.
one.
Oh, because she's the guest. Okay, Umi, to your. Hold on, to your. Yeah, there you go. Oh, thank you.
It would have been even better if she just sat there and she'd been like, Quasar, get the question for me.
Oh, that would have been hysterical. All right.
And the chat does a resounding, audible, collective.
Exactly.
Bio, how
Been
drunk do we get when we're doing the questions in our prep meetings? I mean,
I wouldn't
you're
know.
typically the sober one, so.
Yeah, I mean, the silver one. I don't know.
Why?
All right, here's the question.
I usually
Uh-oh.
skip out on the questions so I don't have to answer them.
Wow.
You're still there for the meetings.
That's true.
Because we
I know,
tell you,
what's-
you have to come up with questions too, and you're like, whatever, you guys are doing a great job.
Whatever I do that won't.
Pretty
I do
much.
that won't.
Well, this is
But-
one of the great jobs that we did. So if the question reads, if you could, would you spell your name with a silent letter, and what would it be?
What?
Now, did that come
No!
from your coworker?
Redraw.
No, this is
Redraw.
actually written in my handwriting, so we came up with it and approved it at
I
some
don't
point.
remember this one ever being mentioned before.
Redraw. This is a stupid question.
I'm bio with a P.
You found
It's a
it.
silent P.
I can't even begin to describe where that might have come from, alright?
Umamor has like a random Y somewhere in there, and it's just added on. What the crap is that?
No.
Oh, she
Redraw it.
found it. Okay.
No.
He found it.
He found it. Remember?
No. She takes credit. 'Cause she told him to do it, you know?
That's true.
I
I
see what
can't
you did
take credit.
there.
I'm just his girlfriend. I'm not his wife.
Yeah, she just delegated it.
Wow.
Baron, take note.
Oh, Baron, run for it. Run!
Run
Oh
as fast
my.
as you can.
Alright,
That was a stupid
come on.
question.
Come on, Magic Hat, don't fail us now.
Magic hat. Shake, shake, shake.
Name one thing that drives you crazy. I can name 2.
Like no one else? Oh.
You know what drives me crazy?
What's that?
Stupidity. Stupidity in even the
That's an
face
interesting
of
bar.
no. Well, all right. Stupidity on the face of here are the facts. You're going to ignore those facts. You're fucking stupid. My God, how stupid can you be to ignore the facts that are presented to you in a PowerPoint presentation? How stupid can you
Killer.
be? The numbers are there.
Killer.
Wow.
Am I sensing a staff meeting gone horribly wrong at your day
No.
job?
No, it's just that my
I mean, you
job
were
in
getting
general.
kind of, specific there with PowerPoints and numbers and.
Little
Uh,
bit. Little bit.
It
Did-
just can boggle my mind, but people can
Killer,
just
did-
ignore the facts.
Did they also suggest that you redo your presentation in Comic Sans?
No.
Okay.
No.
This sounds like
That's-
trying
that's
to
just when
explain
you
climate
quit,
change to my
really.
mother.
I'm just looking out for you, friend. Okay.
It's
Umi,
just gonna be anyway. Yeah.
do you
I'm
need a
done.
minute?
No,
We
I'm
can
good.
come back to you. It's all right.
I'm good. I'm good.
I just here for you.
God damn it!
I'm here for you.
I'm good now. Oh, okay.
Umamor, what's one thing that drives you crazy?
Ring, ring, ring. University security. Hi, what time is the library open today?
Yes!
You can check it on the website. Is the pool
website?
open today? You can check it on the website. Oh, I have to be admitted into this one building. What building is it? I don't know. It's the art building. Okay, do you know what room it is? No, it's the ceramics room. You know, if you check your pass, it has a number and a building. I don't have a pass, then I can't let you in. But I need to get my art project.
Those
I'm
angry,
sorry,
angsty
unless
artists
you
again!
have a
I told you,
faculty
Bio! I
member.
told you!
I'm
sorry, miss, but unless
You
you
have
have
not-
a faculty member or
I've
pass, I
been-
cannot let you into the building. But you know what? This is important to me.
You
this
have
is
not-
really important.
Had the full university experience until you have had your angry, angsty poet moment.
Wow.
Whether it's
and I
writing,
can't tell you-
whether it's
no.
your art portfolio, whether it's that basket weaving class that I don't even know how that made it onto the college
What?
catalog.
Wait.
In
I'm
some
not done.
way or
There is an
another,
actual
you
story
have
that
to
Wait,
was
have
wait,
your
hold on.
angry, angsty poet moment.
Hold on, let
Wow.
her finish. Let her finish. This
Well-
ought to be
Yeah,
good.
continue.
Okay, so you do have your pass on you, but I'll let you into the room. Okay, goodbye. I'll meet you, I'll have somebody meet you here. Okay. North exterior. Sounds good. Ring, university security. Hi, I've been standing out here for like 15 minutes, and I do apologize. I did have an officer, that had to go to a preceding call, and, well, I don't care. This is important to me.
Listen,
I don't care
okay?
if somebody is dying or getting robbed or
Sadly, they do
or
call it
whatever. But you know, this is important to me.
Listen,
I
while
need to be
while
let
your
into the
officer
building
is doing
right
that stuff,
now.
while your
You
officer
go
is
fuck
doing that
yourself.
stuff, literally, women are
Literally.
trying, just like me, are trying to break through the glass ceiling.
You're a woman now?
I'm waiting.
Like,
I'm
we
waiting
all
on
get
you to
calls
get
like
that
that.
kind of call. Well, and Baroness now has to dry heave. I've been on the other side of that call before, except it was more like when I was up in Long Island, snow was a common thing, obviously, and on this particular day, they pushed classes back to being late,
Mhm.
and we get to about 30 minutes before class starts, and I get there about an hour early, like I always do, and the door's completely sealed still. And, you know, people are starting to crowd, and I'm looking around going, there's ice. Like, some of it you can't see, and some of it was pretty clear. So I call up security, I'm like, hey, you know, when are you guys going to open this door? Because, you know, you're going to have some lawsuits on your hand if you don't soon. And they're just like, call the building manager, like, how'd you get my number? It's like, it's on the website. Like, that's how I got your number. It's like, and I'm going to call everybody I can down the list, and I can't go to how that story ends because some taco rules were broken.
Wow.
Or occurred, yeah. But I got people into that building. That's all I'm going to say.
Wow.
And I went down the due diligence. No one wanted to help. It's like, all right, I'm going to get these people out of the cold. You had your chance to help. Like, I know these systems. I know how they work. There's a chain of command and no one wanted to help. All right, then.
Very
I
nice.
actually
Yeah.
am one of the
Oh.
few dispatchers that does want to help people. I actually get told by different dispatchers, you're too nice. You shouldn't be doing that.
Mhm.
You should just direct them to wherever. But, you know, if we want to have a positive influence in security
Right.
and
report
people to
things
actually
you.
like security, we
Right.
need to actually talk to people and not just be, you know, bitches to them. Because I work with
Right.
certain people that, I mean, it depends on who's you're working with, but depending on who's on the telephones, they can either be like, I don't want to help you, and this is just the need-to-know information. I will actually try to engage in a conversation with somebody.
Sure.
I mean, you know, to get them off as soon as possible because we are an emergency service, but it's more of, I don't know how that was funny to you, but
Getting
all
them
right.
off.
Getting them off the telephone.
I don't know. That's
No,
kind of
you just
that's
said
kind of
getting them
service
off.
that may give a very positive look on.
Oh my god.
If you call them during this one shift, oh, it's so awesome.
So good. So good.
We actually
good.
had a situation where one of our freezer alarms went off in the chemistry department,
Mhm.
and it wasn't hooked up to our alarm monitoring system. Long story short, the chemistry department lost about 10 years of research, but
Yep.
yeah, it had dropped about 30
I've
degrees
seen that
Celsius.
happen, and I've talked to people who were in that town hall meeting afterwards, and yeah, they didn't want to be in that room because that professor was
Oh, I
hot
believe
for
it.
good reason.
I
mean,
I
it's
had
fun
to
being
call,
down the toilet.
I had to call the chemistry and the geology departments, their heads, because they were the ones that came in. And 5 minutes later, I'm getting a call from their office. We need to go to the biology department because it's the only freezer and we're trying to get a hold of their head. I can't let you in there. I really want to. Let me put you on hold and speak to my officer, who's pretty much my supervisor. I talk to her, and I'm just like going 50,000 miles an hour on the phone. Like, we need to get these people in. You know, they're about to lose samples. I mean, I didn't know how long the freezer had been thawed, but I'm like literally trying. And she goes, well, we have to use our numbers because we can't just let them in. So she really wanted to as well. So then I call the biology department head. And I love calling the biology department because I'm a biology student and the professors know me. So I just identify myself and they're like, blah, blah, blah from university security. Oh, hi, how are you doing today? Like, so I call her on her house phone and I pick up right away. And I'm not on the phone for 10 with her for 10 seconds. And then boom, all of a sudden I just dispatch somebody. I need you to go to this room and let these people in. They are faculty and they do have permission to be in there. I just spoke to the department head. Please go there first before you go check your next building. Clear at whatever time it was. And then of course, at the same time, I'm getting phone calls like, can you let me in the building? It's like, why don't you have your pass? You are 15 minutes early for your shift. You are a lead student, and you can just wait outside because I have an emergency situation on my hands.
But I really need in.
Well, I mean, he was 15 minutes. I worked with him, but long story short, after I dispatched that officer, she came back later, and she's like, you know, they were pissed as hell. And they were like, do you know how many years of research this was? And she just goes, they just lost 10 years of research. And at the same time, like, I didn't work fast enough. But the freezer had dropped about 30 degrees. And the thing was, it was supposed to be hooked up to our alarm monitoring because I get a notification if something goes off. Mm-hmm. Nothing went off. But we've been getting other freezer alarms because it's been so hot recently. And I've been calling the microbiology guy, who's one of my favorite professors, and been talking to him and going back and forth. It's like, oh, well, what degrees is it? Well, it's cycling through and, you know, there's nothing in there. Okay, well, good to know there's nothing in there because otherwise we're going to have a whole big, we just lost like a couple, few $1,000s in funding and oh my goodness.
The story I have is a little worse because it was medical research.
Oh no.
Yeah, and like several of the patients were dead at this point. Their tissue samples, it's like, you can't get those back. They're gone. And it was actually the electrician's fault. Not. It was a contractor who came in, and they had to do some sort of electrical handover, and they crossed the phases, and it blew out the freezer, and since everything was expected to go down, nobody anticipated the alarm. So it was over there going like, hey guys, need some help here. And they were just like, oh, it's just part of the crossover. Nope. It was de-thawing. Or defrosting. It was thawing out. Yeah. Weird stuff. Yeah, that was the town hall meeting that somebody came back, and it's probably very similar, because I'm sure at your university they had some sort of after-disaster meeting of some sort.
Not yet. Not that I know of.
Okay, well then they probably will if it's been recent, and you don't want to be at that one. It would probably be your supervisor there, or maintenance, or something. But yeah.
We checked our history and we wrote our reports. I mean, I'm just a student anyway. I'm not even a lead. I'm just a student worker.
Well, it would just depend on how they do it, and I'm sure it'd just be a supervisor there. But yeah, those professors get hot because, like you said, it's 10 years of research down the toilet, including whatever grant money went into it.
Right.
Plus,
but
researcher time.
Like I said, we checked all of our assets, and we checked, essentially, did we do something? We did not. Somehow the alarm was not hooked up to our monitoring system, and that's out of security at that point. It has to do with our electricians.
Right. Yeah. I'm seeing a trend here.
Yes, less sabotage.
The research was going nowhere. The alarm was deactivated.
I don't even know
all of a sudden there's a power outage. Oh my goodness.
Now, here's the real question. Did you see a rather overweight guy in a Hawaiian shirt scuttling away from the building? He's like, I've got the samples, Dodson.
Some random dinosaur just kill him off
As he's getting off campus, suddenly, he's like, fetch the stick.
Just imagining a cat doing it now.
Even better.
So then it fans out and starts spitting.
If I can't get a
guess
short
we,
story
like-
out of that, you know, the cat who was, because it ties into what Hobbs did the other night. We'd been out all day, you know. Baron had the day off, but he was out doing other things, and so when we came home, I was a few minutes late getting home, and then he came in right after me, so it was like we were both late, and immediately went into, you know, the staff meeting. So Hobbs decided that, you know, if we're going to pay more attention to the computer than we are to him, then he was going to do something about it and take matters into his own paws and unplug the router from the wall. Like, you can't tell me he doesn't know. You cannot tell me that cat does not know.
Wow.
Yeah, he's sitting there, unplugs it from the wall, everything just goes dead in the middle of discussion. I'm like, what the fuck? So, yeah, and then I go upstairs, and he's just sitting there with this big grin on his face, like, yup, you have to pay attention to me now. I think that was the first overt act of hostility against Killer. You're one of the crew now. Good job.
Joy.
He still stares down that Lego version of Bio. I'm just saying. It's a little creepy. Anyway, it is now 10:38, which means we do have to wrap up because the RivalCast should be starting pretty shortly.
Yeah. Well, there's one possible. Keep an eye if you don't follow at Kalimsai on Twitter. Please do so. He got into an alpha for, I don't recall the game's name, but it's a fighting game about robots. And he's in the alpha today. Ooh. He's real hyped because he had a bad day anyway. So he's just like, yes, I got my alpha invite. He apparently has keys that he's going to be handing out. And I don't know if he's going to be streaming tonight. He said he might. Or not. I don't know for sure. So just keep an eye on that. And we'll see.
Awesome.
Definitely check that out. Also be sure, if you haven't been on the RivalCast Media website recently, we are switching some things up around there, and I'm very, very, very excited about things that we have planned for the next couple of weeks. The latest Agents of Arachnos went up this morning. Mignor's Fireside Tales went up last Wednesday. There'll be another episode coming up next Friday, because we're switching back to Fanfic Fridays, yay! And then we've got some more. I'm so excited that I want to talk about it, but at the same time, I need to keep myself calm.
Yeah, gotta hold off.
I need to keep myself calm. But there are some big surprises on the way, so be sure to check that out regularly. Also, be sure to check out our other shows on the network. Ghost of the Podcast will be airing Sunday at its normal time of 5 o'clock. RivalCast will be coming on after this show. Mondays and Tuesdays you can see D-streaming on Monday Night Bullshit and Storytime, respectively. So be sure to check those out. It's a really fun time, and we always love to have your support. So, with that said, from all of us here at RivalCast Media, cheers.